But that
So this is a pain. So instead of taking Advil or Percocet, you could take this.
yeah, exactly. And the thing with that is it helps people withdraw
Do
from.
you get a buzz?
Some people get like a mild state of euphoria. You just feel good.
That was a question. I wasn't like
Yeah.
I wasn't like
No,
trying to steal your bottle. Or
No. I'm just saying it's not, some people get like a coffee buzz, like they feel good, you know, and other people get other people say, well, it helps with my pain, and other people feel nothing. So it's hard to tell, you know. So the people that feel nothing, sometimes things just don't affect people, you know. But there's over 40 alkaloids in this plant, and what's nice about when you take the whole plant, a lot of times plants are self-regulating, where they have alkaloids in them that balance each other out. So if I was to take the active ingredient of this and just take it, we don't know what that would do. We don't really have enough studies on it. We don't know.
This thing right here, the plant.
Yeah, just as a leaf and ground up and ingested, it works really well for pain. Like for me, I have arthritis. I can't stand on my feet for more than an hour without being in a lot of pain and wanting to, you know, sit down somewhere. So that's a big problem. And whenever I get to that point with pain, I just take Kratom and it just goes away. And the first time I ever tried it is what I was telling about that story when the guy came to my house. He came to my house and he said, well, just try it. Like the only thing you can do is just try it if you want to try it. So
But you're sober at the time, so are you worried?
I'm sober at the time, and I'm worried about
thinking, what if this is
something, you know, whatever. So I look it up.
What if this guy slipped me some, you know?
Exactly. So I look it up. I look it up. I find out it's legal. I do my due diligence on the company. I find out it's a good company, and they work in FDA compliant labs. Now this isn't FDA approved because no supplement is, but they do the GMP bottling and they do all the stuff the right way. And I was like, okay, you know, let's try it, you know. And what do I got to lose? So I tried it, and I just took 2 at first, and I waited like, you know, half an hour. I was like, I don't know if I feel anything yet. And I was still in pain because that day I was working a lot, shooting a lot of stuff, and I was on my feet a lot. So then I took 2 more, and then I woke up a half an hour later, and I was pain free. And I'm like, what the hell is this? You know? And I called him, and I said, I need to talk to you about this. Like, what is this? What is it stuff you gave me? And we started talking more about it. And that led me onto a road of like trying to help people get off of opiates and just kind of use it in their daily lives. And then the hammer dropped, and the DEA said, we're going to ban it. I'm like 6 months into using this. I'm actually started filming stuff for the documentary. And actually, might have been earlier than that. Maybe like it's like 3 months. They're like, we're going to ban this. And so things got kind of crazy. A lot of people came out of the woodwork to support the cause. The issue with banning something that's helping opiate addicts right now is like, what do? Yeah. They just go back to opiates, you know, and the opiates are legal. So that's the only issue is that what do you do with the people who are sitting in the middle? Like,
so when was this? When did they say
that was in October. And then now the issue is it's just kind of sitting there. Nobody knows. It's kind of in the middle. Right. But right now it's legal. It's illegal in a few states like Wisconsin and Alabama and a couple others, like 5 or 6 states, I think, that it's illegal. But even those states, like I talked to the Senator Mark Pocan of Wisconsin. He's the one that wrote a letter to Congress that Bernie Sanders signed, Orrin Hatch signed, who's very important in the supplement world. And they said, we need to keep this legal. You know, even though it's illegal in Wisconsin already, that senator didn't make that law, and he wants to fight it because he has people in his family that are helped by it. And he just thinks it's ridiculous that they don't have access to it.
So there's been no news.
There's been no news really, you know, like it's been kind of just like we're just waiting, you know, and actually, so I'm trying to get it approved as a dietary supplement. I'm trying to get it, you know, get people to do some drug research on it. So a big thing now is like trying to talk to the National Institute on Drug Abuse and say, look, I'm not saying that this is the answer. I believe personally it's the cure for the opiate epidemic. We have the cure for the opiate epidemic right in our hand.
That's a huge statement.
And we can't do anything about it because the National Institute of Drug Abuse and these other NIH and everything, they need to step up and do the research. Every time we've had an epidemic in this country of polio, we create a vaccine. Everybody bands together. The government puts in a bunch of money, and we band together. And we need to do that with opiates. Yep. We need to have that same conversation. I'm not saying that anybody's bad or doing the wrong thing or screw big pharma or any of that. All I'm saying is like let's give people to access to drugs and supplements that can stop pain. And they're not addictive. Right. That's all I'm asking.
I'll tell you, the media is all over that. I mean, every seems like every other day in the New York Times, there's major articles about about this trend, especially in these, the Northeast, in these places that are, I don't know what the deal is there, but maybe because it's dark and cold a lot.
Sure. And in the process of doing this movie, what I realized I needed to seek out is not the people that are all for Kratom, but the people that are on the fence and against it.
Yep.
And that's sort of the angle I took. It's like, let me go talk to, like, there's of course a lot of people going like, yeah, it's great, I use it for this and that, but I don't want to make the movie a bunch of anecdotal evidence of people saying that. I want the people that say, here's why it can't be legal.
Right.
And here, and so it's more about this like legal battle and then play out.
So what were you doing? Is somebody here in Austin that you talked to about this?
Yeah. So here in Austin, Dr. Murray Holcomb, he's a really, really nice guy. He's a doctor. I was on the TV show, The Doctors. When I texted you, I said, the reason I wanted to film this is because there's like kind of a lot of outside media in it, and it'll be kind of fun to work our way through that. So, Dr. Murray Holcomb had his son, Grant, and Grant was not heroin, he was an Oxycontin addict, and he was really, really bad. He just kept getting worse and worse, and the father's a doctor going like, how did this happen to me? And, but he was very understanding, and he said like, look, we just need to get you help. And the kid didn't want to get help, and the kid left the house and was drinking every day and taking pills every day. And we saw him yesterday, and from the pictures I saw before when he was an addict to what it looks like now, it's night and day. Kid looks amazing. And so I sat down and talked with him yesterday because we had talked to the father a couple months ago, and the kid was like out of town, and we just had to squeeze it in. So I really wanted to make sure that we got the son in the movie. So that's why we came and talked to him.
And the son took Kratom?
Yeah, well, that's how yeah, exactly. So the son...
Did I just spoil the...
No, not at all. So what happened was the son was able to get off of opiates in rehab. There's great systems in place for that already, right? So detox the people off the drugs. Get them off the hard stuff first. And then when they're detoxed for like a week, then you can initiate something like Kratom or whatever like that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying that this is what people are doing, that where it's working. Where it may not work is like if you're 10 bag of heroin a day guy and you just want to get off taking Kratom. I don't know that that's going to work. However, I'm big on, I do a lot of social media interaction. And I wouldn't say I'm big on social media, but I interact with a lot of people. If
you're a lot smaller on social media now because you're half the size.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, with social media, it's like, people reach out.
Yeah,
and this kid reached out to me and said, I'm taking 10 Percocets a day. I don't know what to do. My best friend's a heroin addict. He's going to die. He's going to die before me, but I'm going to die right after him, kind of thing. What do I do? And I said, I heard you on Joe Rogan's show. I need help. So I said, let me just say, I'm just going to, because my friend makes it easy. Let me just send you a box of stuff and you can use it at your own risk and see what happens. And I said, I recommend that you guys go to AA and start a program and all these stuff like that. So I get an email like 2 months later, kid's off heroin, like the one kid's off heroin, the other, and has gained 30 pounds. The other kid's off of his opiates and lost 20 pounds because he was overweight. And then the whole, the other thing that was really interesting is that this is like, that was like five months ago. They're still sober. They're still clean. All they did was take the Kratom that I gave them. They actually, I don't even know if they went to the meetings because I can't monitor that, but I know it's anecdotal, but if you could, I've helped 2 people extend their life and have a better quality of life. 2 people. Hopefully those 2 people can go out and help 2 other people each, and then that, let's grow it like that. So the whole thing is just trying to, all I want to really do with Kratom is get the government to realize we should do the research on it. If it comes back where the research says, you know what, this is highly addictive and it's crazy, okay, you win, But the thing is,
it says here, there's been as of this is maybe an old Wikipedia page, as of 2013, there's been no clinical trials.
Yeah, no.
So maybe since then, I don't know if there
hasn't been any real clinical trials. It's all like these little studies and user surveys and things like that. And I think that's why.
And as of 2015, there was a growing international concern about a possible threat to public health from Kratom use. And in some jurisdictions, its sale and importation has been restricted, and a number of public health authorities have raised it. Blah blah blah. So
there's a lot of misinformation with it. There's a lot of people that are confused about it. Yeah. Most people don't know what it is, and then they see, a video on bath salts, and they lump it in with bath salts. I think a big problem is they sell it at smoke shops.
So you don't buy this at Whole Foods or at the GNC?
And that's what needs to change. This industry,
this
industry needs
what
a
do you
ban.
think people are going to think?
Yeah, I know. So they sell it at smoke shops, and they sell it online. So I was kind of introduced to, I thought it was just an online thing. And then, the smoke shops, they sell all sorts of alternative
Keto,
and all the
things
shit
that is big here in Austin.
And I just think it confuses the issue. you know.
And did I read? I think I read.
But people are
that,
seeking it out, and they're going to the smoke shops, and kind of the only thing they're buying. Most of the customers are just, you know, they're just getting that. And
okay, let me just because I'm not very smart, but I got no pain. My back doesn't hurt, my leg doesn't hurt, my hip doesn't hurt. Not today, sitting here right now, nothing hurts. Right?
Amazing.
Right. Well,
With all you've done, that's crazy.
So I do not need to take 2 of these. Is that right?
It depends. Are you depressed? You ever get sad? You know, you ever not feel like you're having a good day?
Right.
It does that too.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of the main reason I think most people take it.
Okay.
Because they're not really seeking pain.
Yeah, I'm not passing judgment. I was just curious. Like if you're sitting here and you're having a good day and you're pain free, you know, I'm going to stick with my sparkling water.
Yeah, sure.